Welcome to the Brave Healing Podcast. I'm Laura DeFranco, and it's my mission to build a revolution of healers who are sharing their words and messages out loud and changing the world one brave word at a time. Thank you so much for being here to listen in today. Today is a very special episode because I have 5 of the 25 amazing authors of the new book, The Ultimate Guide to Self-Healing Techniques, here to help me with my mission today. You guys, The Ultimate Guide to Self-Healing Techniques is a collection of 25 powerful holistic practices and tools you can use at home for peak health and wellness. You're going to learn from 25 experts who are sharing their stories, passions, and transformational tools with you. You know, most toolbooks I own only concentrate on one modality or one tool. So it was my specific goal to create a very unique collaboration here instead. And when I introduce these 5 amazing women to you, I think you're going to have an idea of just what kind of badassery is in this book. And listeners, if you are listening in celebration of this new book, the episode is available in full video format inside a very special bonus group on Facebook for our Amazon purchasers. So if you're wanting to access all 25 authors, interviews, Q&A, special training, giveaways, oh my God, you guys, it's amazing. Please see the show notes because I've got details with a special link there where you can claim your bonuses after you purchase the book. So now, without further ado, here to help me to talk brave healing, I have 5 amazing, talented, expert women. Sharon Karn is an author, speaker, trainer, publisher, musician, and recording artist. Sharon is founder of Sound Wellness, the Sound Wellness Institute, and the Emergent Workforce Program. Through the Institute, holistic practitioners receive the highest level of competency training in Canada using sound and music to support their practice. Next, we've got Isabella Adamas, physical therapist. She's a holistic physical therapist, as am I, with over 29 years of experience and an expert level John F. Barnes myofascial release practitioner. She's the owner of Holistic Therapeutics, where she works with individuals to help them transform chronic pain to promote authentic healing and restoration of peak function and well-being. Next, we've got Tina Sirac, who's the sole owner and practitioner of Intuitive Body Therapeutics, Inc. Tina lives and works in the Chicago area and has over 10 years of experience as an occupational therapist and intuitive healer. She serves all demographics using myofascial release therapy, intuitive guidance, channeling, mediumship, and energy medicine. And Tina's focus is on integrating body, mind, soul, and spirit. We also have Miss Raylan Saindon. Oh, I'm not going to say all your initials, Raylan. She is the healing channel. We all have so many initials. It's like mind-blowing. Raylan is the healing channel of, I want to get this right. Oh my God. She is the healing channel of We Are We consciousness and the healing space. She teaches and guides others through these modalities to develop curiosity, question thoughts, live the softer way. I love that. With focused study and lived experience in trauma, PTSD, and inner child work. And lastly, if I have any breath left, oh my gosh, Manuela Rohr. She is an expert yoga instructor, you guys, and a Phoenix Rising yoga therapist with over 33 years of experience in mind-body healing. She also has conquered the extraordinary challenge of raising her special needs daughter. In her transformational workshops, she supports women in transition to pursue their unique life's calling. She was born in Germany and now lives in California with her husband and daughter. Whew, welcome, ladies. How are you all today? Are you excited about this interview?
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Good. Okay. We want to know about these amazing chapters. So firstly, I'm just going to say thank you, because to tackle any one subject in the healing realm is like a big deal. And to be able to write it in a way that people don't they don't only understand what you're saying, but they actually get to have a practical experience that works. That's like badass. And y'all came through and did that in your chapters. So I'm going to start. You know, I thought many times that the book could have been called The Ultimate Guide to Self-Awareness Techniques. I mean, every single author is speaking of awareness in one form or another, just different tools and different modalities. So the awareness is big. And seriously, even the word detachment that you used, that topic has been, the whole books have been written about that topic as well, right? It's a big topic. Thank you for tackling the myofascial release chapter. And kind of makes me want to talk to Raylan next, because she took on something that is near and dear to my heart, and the body awareness topic. I don't like to use the M word, meditation, because I'm afraid people will think I mean that they need to sit on a pillow with their legs crossed and om for like an hour, right? But what I really want them to do is just feel their body. So Raylan, talk to us about body awareness and your chapter.
Wow, thank you very much. So even as you were just bringing that up, and you know, hearing from Isabella, they're very compatible, they're very connected, brings up emotions within me, because this has been such a powerful part of my own healing journey. I have a background in trauma from my early childhood, and you know, you spoke earlier about disassociation, and that often happens, and it's a natural protective defense mechanism in order for the being, that part of us, to survive, right? We do what we have to, and it often results in being highly disconnected from our physical being, our physical sensations, being aware of what happens in the body in a moment of disruption or a moment of a memory that's triggered, and we are right back into that event, original event, and we're feeling and we're thinking and we're seeing and we're smelling everything that happened back then, right? So what I talk about is somatic experiencing, and it's so important for us to really come at this slowly and gently. If you are someone who has been highly traumatized and you're living in a highly triggered state of your life at this point, but I really just invite people to get aware, like you mentioned, you know, of their physical being. I lead them through guided imagery. Let's call it guided imagery. Yeah. And we go and tap into what our body is actually doing. I want you to feel the weight of your butt on the chair that you're sitting in. I want you to feel your arms resting on your desk or on your legs. I want you to feel that skin to skin. I want you to smell what's going on in the room. I want you to listen to what's happening around you. And all of that. So I take them into very highly sensitized moments to really bring them back into their body, because then we can start to listen to what the emotions are saying. We can start to allow what's being communicated through our body. A couple books that really are meaningful to me, The Body Keeps Score and It Didn't Start With You. The Body Keeps Score by Bessel van der Kolk is all about what our physical frame is doing in those moments of disruption. But when we get still and we listen to what the body is communicating, it will always communicate first in any situation. And so it's simply just inviting people to really tune in and to understand that they are safe within their body, and that they can create those places of security and deepened understanding and connection.
Well, again, I'll say a thank you to you for tackling this topic, right? Because I think everybody here knows that and some are actually working on the full book of their topic. So I know you guys know that just writing whatever I asked you to do, 2,000 words is tough to get the idea there completely enough so that somebody can have a takeaway from it, like can have an aha moment. So, talk to me a little bit about the people that you've served in these sessions, and give me an example.
Okay, so I seem to, we call people to us that match our energy, right? Match similar experiences in life. So I have worked with a lot of individuals that have had similar pathways to trauma, neglect, things like that. And I'm working with a client right now, and what I've found is that, again, every single person is unique, but when I go through this process with them, I have to take them through their own energetic centers. The chakras really invites me into that space. And some people, and this client in particular, we've had to spend a lot of time on her sense of safety and her sense of security and her sense of her own foundational grounding and regulation in her life from her position of power. Again, through her early experiences, there have been a lot of violation and betrayal and people taking that from her. And when you're a child, you don't have those abilities to really stand up for yourself. And so we're all just taller children at this point in our lives, aren't we?
We need to write that quote down. We are all just taller children. That is so true.
Right.
I love it.
It's a song that I love. I'll find it for you. But so it's not original to me, but it's kind of where the inner child work comes into play. But when I take somebody into this, we start with the breath, and you can watch the panic, the not understanding how breath works. You can see the chest trying to rise and grasp for air, and then the belly, vibrating, and there's this kind of, well, you guys can't see my hands. I talk with my hands. I have a degree in sign language.
Watchers can see you.
Yes, sorry. But we see the belly doing its thing and the chest doing its thing, and the body, it starts to go into hyperventilation or panic mode, right? And so I always invite people to put their hands on their belly. And the hands, when we touch our body, it really brings in that sensation of, oh, something's happening here. In the book, I talked about, when our kids are hurt or when we get hurt, if we have a paper cut on our finger, we naturally grab our finger to send healing there, to send comfort there. So that's essentially in that moment what the individual is doing, but it also helps them to fully regulate and experience what it means to take a breath from the belly, which is where we originally come into this world breathing from. So that's kind of where I start with people.
I think that's probably another thing that I read in almost every single one of the chapters was about using breathing. So I hope people are paying attention to the fact that that's in almost every single chapter, right? It's like a big deal. Thank you for that, and for, again, for taking that chapter on. I appreciate you taking on such a big